Welcome to sixth session of Geometrical Properties of Section in Engineering Mechanics and Strength of Materials. In the upcoming sessions, we are going to learn about moment of inertia, radius of gyration and section modulus, theorem of perpendicular axis, theorem of parallel axis, and the moments of inertia related to the square, rectangle, hollow rectangle, circle, hollow circle, laminas, and the problems related to the moment of inertia. Let us learn about moment of inertia. Consider a wooden plank which is placed on simple support, and let's tilt this wooden plank on another cross section so that we can put more load on the both the wooden planks. In these two wooden planks, one will resist maximum bending because of its cross sections. By looking at the cross section of these two wooden planks, both are having same cross sections, but away from the bending axis, the mass of the area is more in the right side of the cross sections. If you look at the right side cross sections, the more mass is spread away from the bending axis, but at the left it is less mass is available. While comparing with the I section, the I section is having more mass away from the bending axis. That's why it is mainly used in the construction of the industries, and it is called as area moment of inertia. The measure of a cross section's resistance to bending due to its shape, the I section is having higher area moment of inertia. That's why the construction I section is more preferred one. Let's find out the area moment of inertia for the laminas. For calculating the area moment of inertia, considering a lamina, for the lamina we need to consider a reference axis. By the movement of reference axis, the moment of inertia is going to change. That's why we are going to prefer at the center, and we term it as x-x axis and y-y axis. We have converted the lamina into many number of small rectangular components. So if the small rectangular components have an area dA and it is having a distance y from the x-axis, then dA into y square is a equation to find out the moment of inertia for the small area. We have number of areas, that's why it is summation of dA into y square along the x-x axis. If you integrate that equation, that is moment of inertia is equal to integration of y square into dA. For the y-y axis, Iyy is nothing but square root of x square into dA. Now let us consider the area moment of inertia for the rectangular section, and the moment of inertia rectangular section having width b and depth h. Now considering a strip in the rectangular area, that is dy width with a b length. So the area of that strip is b into dy. If we replace with dA, we are going to get the integration of b into y square into dy. And if we place h by 2 and minus h by 2 for the definite integrals, if we do, ixx is nothing but bh cube by 12. For the y-axis, you just need to replace the h and width, that is b cube h divided by 2. Now coming to the moment of inertia definition, the moment of inertia of an area is the product of area and the square of the distance of center of gravity from that axis, and it is also called as a second moment area whose moment of inertia unit is millimeter power 4. And if you consider the moment of inertia along x-x axis, it is written as Ixx, and y-y axis it is written as Iyy. Now if you need to find out moment of inertia along x-x axis, that is area multiplied by the x square, that is y axis, area multiplied by the y square. If you integrate this, you will get the moment of inertia for the individual lamina. Now let's move on to the radius of gyration. The radius of gyration is the distance from the axis of reference where all mass is assumed to not change the moment of inertia, which is given by the axis and it is represented by the k. The formula for the radius of gyration to find out is square root of I by a. Therefore, the unit is millimeter, because I, moment of inertia, is in millimeter power 4, area is in millimeter square. So if we square root it, we will get millimeter. Coming to the section modulus, it is the ratio of self moment of inertia of the section to the farthest point of the section from the centroidal axis. The unit for the section modulus is millimeter cube, and the formula is Ixx divided by y max. Let's move on to the theorem of perpendicular axis. It states that if the two mutual perpendicular centroidal axes along xx and yy, that is Ixx and Iyy, in a plane of a section, then the moment of inertia of the Izz about the zz axis is perpendicular to the plane and passing through the intersection of the xx and yy axis, which is given by Izz is equal to Ixx plus Iyy. If you look at the figure, zz axis is perpendicular to the xx and yy axis. Therefore, the moment of inertia along xx axis and yy axis is equal to the addition of Ixx plus Iyy, that is equal to Izz. Let's know about the polar moment of inertia. It is the self moment of inertia of the lamina about the zz axis perpendicular to the plane of area. The unit for the polar moment of inertia is millimeter power 4. Here we have given some moment of inertia multiple choice questions where moment of inertia is a first moment area, second moment area, third moment area, none of these. Here the answer is second moment area. The value of moment of inertia depends upon the type of material, weight of material, density of material and cross-sectional dimensions. Actually, it is mainly depends upon the cross-sectional dimensions. The third questions, the moment of inertia of a body is always minimum with respect to its base, centroidal axis, vertical axis, horizontal axis. Actually, the exact answer is base, because as the reference axis moves from the base, the moment of inertia is going to be rise. The first moment of area about its centroidal axis is equal to 1, 0 to 1000, and the exact answer is 0. Thank you.